it's alive. Trending heat keeps the legends revived. Welcome to the IzzyVerse, where the panels break and the stories burst. First appearance, history made. Slam it, grade it, immortal past. The IzzyVerse, canon forged in a universe cursed. From golden to modern, the story survives through the bleed of the page. It stays alive. Sink the line of death. Footnotes trace the collector's code. White pages pure in a mylar hold. Investment grade, sealed in a tomb, but the panels still scream, they boom. Back issue fire, collector's sin. Every variant cover pulls you back in. Welcome to the IzzyVerse, where the panels break and the stories burst. First appearance, history made. Slam it, grade it, immortal pain. IzzyVerse, canon forged in a universe cursed. From golden to modern, the story survives through the bleed of the page. It stays alive. Flip it, press it, spec it, grade it. Canon's eternal, you can't escape it. K-S-O, Arcade Eternal, bleed through you. Welcome to the IzzyVerse, where the panels break and the stories burst. First appearance, history made. Slam it, grade it, immortal pain. IzzyVerse, canon forged in a universe cursed. From golden to modern, the story survives through the bleed of the page. It stays alive. Flip it, press it, spec it, grade it. Canon's eternal, you can't escape it. K-S-O, Arcade Eternal, bleed through you. Welcome to the IzzyVerse, where the panels break and the stories burst. First appearance, history made. Slam it, grade it, immortal. Welcome to the IzzyVerse, canon forged in a universe cursed. From golden to modern, the story survives through the bleed of the page. It stays alive. It's more than a run. It's the crossover you can't outrun. The IzzyVerse lives on. The IzzyVerse lives on.
And we're live. Oh, I love it when it's loud. What's up, everybody? Welcome to, I guess we could call this the premiere episode of the top. It's the premiere. Last week was the preview show, which was somewhat of a preview, right? It was for those of members, and we managed to put it in there. But this week, We are live for everyone to see. It's me, IzzyVerse, and I'm with Cliff on Comics. I promise you this will be one of the loudest streams you'll ever be a part of. So
Don't promise people that.
Oh, you know it's gonna get loud, man. You know it already.
Meningitis. You don't know.
Oh, I know. I already know. I'm already getting loud. Look at it. Look, I got a red eye right now as a result. Look at this thing.
Well, that's because you fight them rats. You're out there street fighting rats. Hadouken!
Hadouken! All right, let's go say what's up to the chat.
And the rats are like spinning fan kick. It's like bad.
It's it's Rat City, right? What's up, Christina Payne? She's in the house. Also, let's freaking go. Look at that. Cliff on Comics is here, showing you love.
And censoring myself.
He's trying. He's going to try really hard, guys. He's going to try. All right. We got 1063 Comics 2 in the house.
Shane has upgraded himself.
He has. Yeah, he should have gone with 2.0. Or is that like an old thing now?
I feel like it's an old thing. I feel like we've done that.
We've been there, done that. So it's in the past now. But welcome, Shane. I would have loved to have you here, but I think we talked, and we'll definitely talk some more. So, and then we got some little Cliff on comment.
Oh, am I alone? Okay. So I'm here, and we got a great show tonight where I have no control because the control belongs entirely to Izzy. So that's a heck of an intro.
Okay. I don't know what just happened there. What was that about?
I don't know. Was I actually still talking or not? Or was I alone?
That was weird. Let me see here.
Chat, are we still here?
No, we're still live. It's still on. I don't know what happened. Now my camera's gone. So there we go. That's more like it. That was totally weird. Now you're on that side. I got put like this. That was odd. The live stream's still on. That is really weird. I don't know what just happened there. It just kind of like glitched. Did it glitch on your end?
It left me completely alone here. And I was like, I have no control. So
yeah, that was weird, guys. Sorry about that. It happens.
I got Canadian keychains for CBSI.
There you go. All right. So where I left off. I left off here. Okay, 1063. Here we go, saying hi. This guy sounds angry. Yes, he is very angry. Also, we got the big cat is in the house. Big Lion Cats 646 is in the house. Let's see here. What else we got going on? We got Comic Cap Collectibles also in the house. What's up, Rich? Let's see here. Who else we got here? Oh, I see Corbin's Hideout. What's up, guys? Hope everyone is having a blast for the beginning of the week. Yeah, we're there. All right. Cliff on Comics, new member needs a belly rub. I don't know what that means, but okay.
Remember, our belly rubs are magic. We won cool stuff because we rub bellies.
Roman numerals. Okay. We'll use Roman numerals. Okay, so there you have it.
Canadian,
That is true. Mm-hmm. Let's see. This is StreamYard or something else. This is definitely something else. We got L. Ron Hubbard in the house. What's going on? Yeah, that was really weird. It just kind of like, in my case, it just like faded, which was really weird. I never experienced that before. Yeah. But yeah, we're fully operational now. Okay, all right. Let's talk about comics. So what are we going to do here this week? We're going to talk about what's trending, but not just on what's trending. We're going to be looking at some articles, some headlines. We got this little segment that we're going to do that we're going to call Spec. Spec it, slab it, sell it. That's going to be fun where we're going to pick there's a couple of comic books here. I did it this week. Next week, I think I'm going to have you to pick the books.
Oh my God! Can't we add something to spec it, slab it, sell it? Can we add like burn it? I love that.
Oh wow! Maybe we can. But right now we don't have burn it.
Burn it should be like the special option.
Okay. Oh, I think I know what just happened. So that's weird. Let's see here. Uploaded clips. There it is. Something I know what happened. So it looks like something that I loaded was gone, but that's okay. Anyway, we're gonna do that. We're gonna start doing some other fun stuff in the show as it goes, as we keep doing it, as we keep changing it up, just for the fun sake of it. We're gonna talk about some headlines. So let's start it off with hot off the press. All right, so hot off the press, where we're going to look at some articles from different news outlets that deal with comic books and stuff like that. And we're just going to have our conversation as far as that goes. So I see on the chat, we got an Adamantium Blade comic collectible. What's going on? And let's see here. And we got Joffrey Castro also in the house. What's up, Joffrey? How you doing, my man? All right, let's start off with this one. This one's from superherohype.com. And it talks a little bit about after Batman, Alan Richardson denies another massive DC role idea. So he was approached about, being a part of the new James Gunn, Peter Safran DC universe and all that fun stuff. He's one of these guys that he's been making a name for himself lately. Now, he has a past with DC characters. He's played Hawk in the Titans. He even go further back, he played Aquaman really briefly. But now he seems to be a front runner for the fans, at least, to play Batman. And looking at this image, Cliff, I think he will be perfect.
And you could be wrong. I love him. I love him, and like if we were gonna make that grotesque, absolute Batman a film, then I would probably pick him. But I don't want to do that. Let's save him. Let's save him for something big and sexy.
But we got a big Batman.
I know, but I just know
most of our Batmans have been like what?
It's too big. Ben Affleck was in phenomenal.
Okay,
shape.
Ben Affleck's probably the biggest Batman we've ever had.
And then he looked
Christian
great.
Bale was not big. Michael Keaton's not big. Who else was? Who was the other guy? Val Kilmer. They were all lean, right? This guy looks like a buff Batman. He even has the jawline.
Why does Batman have to be buff? When was that established?
Why can't he be buff? We've had the lean Batman. Let's have a buff Batman.
Like Batman isn't a buff type character. That's not really what he does. Batman needs.
Have you read Dark Knight Returns, man?
Right, and he's old, and people have this. People are really sabotage their view of Batman because of that story, which it's a fine story, but that's not truly Batman. He's old and big and buff, but he's not like movement. Batman has movement. Batman slinks in the shadows. That old. You almost made me curse. That old man ain't slinking in no shadows.
He got the jawline. He got the face. To me, he's the right side.
If we're gonna do Kingdom Come Batman or literally do Dark Knight Returns as an Elseworld, why not? Otherwise, I'd love to see him show up as a villain like Calabac. I love Bruno Mannheim. He could play the hell out of Bruno.
Why are you coming up with these obscure characters' names?
Because they deserve love too. Did you not like Cat Grant and Superman? Did her titties not wake up for you? I'm saying.
She was a character. That's all she was.
But she
didn't really have much scenes.
She's part of the newsroom, baby.
Very obvious she was wearing a wig.
Bruno Mannheim is a legitimate Superman villain from Metropolis who deals with Apocalypse and actually secretly is apocalyptian and has a transformation. I think it's a good villain.
Okay, so you have your choices there. I was thinking more on the lines. Give me someone big. Would you see him? I think, if anything, Orion.
Orion, if we're doing New Gods. If we're doing non-New Gods, Hawkman.
I could see a Hawkman. I could definitely see a Hawkman. But if you put him with the current Hawk girl, would it look weird?
No. Why are they? Oh, he's
that girl's like what, 20 or something? She's a kid.
I know, but they have that whole reincarnation thing. When Kendra became Hawk Girl and Hawkman finally returned, she was all weird around him. She's
Mhm.
just like, dude, like, I feel like real creepy around you. And he's like, well, do you want to like get a grilled, do you want to get like a grilled cheeseburger with onion from blah, blah, blah and talk about it? And she's like, I don't like that. You know what my favorite hamburger is. Like, it was just like, we could get that. We could get some of that dynamic here.
Well, I could see them trying to pull that off. I also see them struggling with that a little bit because, of course, of the, the Me Too movements and things like that. It might not work in this kind of atmosphere anymore to
It
do
can
that.
work if you tell it properly. If she's uncomfortable and he's trying to be respectful of the discomfort, and that is the dynamic,
Mhm.
and like, like he says something to her because he feels like it's going to restore their connection. She rebuffs what he says, and he's like, whatever. And then like later on in said movie, she's like, all right, how about we get that, that grilled cheeseburger or whatever.
Grilled cheeseburger.
Yeah, which by the way is a thing on the Five Guys menu.
Grilled cheeseburger?
Yep.
They're all grilled. That's all they use.
The grilled cheese burger, where the buns are 2 grilled cheese sandwiches.
Ugh, that sounds way too greasy, man.
When it's done right, it is crispy, crunchy, cheesy perfection. When it's done wrong, it's exactly the horror show that you think it is.
Oh gosh,
I had the bad one,
ass,
and I had the good one.
Okay,
Nice.
So who would you pick that's out there today that would be a good Batman? Now you're thinking someone leaner.
I like who's that guy they've been talking, the other dude that they keep talking about. I like him.
I don't know who's the other dude they keep talking about.
There is like other dude they keep talking about. People just aren't into it.
Yeah. Well, there is a guy I did see. I don't know his name. I know Aurelius mentioned it, and he was completely off with his statement that, oh, we got our Batman. He went on record to say it in Instagram. I think he might have pulled it out, and I didn't see it. I didn't catch it. It didn't look like the part. I don't want a Batman to be super lean anymore. I want him to have some mass.
Well, listen, I'm still saying you're wrong. I would go with like Scott Eastwood. I think Scott
Eastwood's a good choice. I think that's definitely a good.
He's on the bigger side, but not too big, which is great. He's old enough that he could have a Damian running around.
Yeah. Because I know the Batman today has to be it has to be somewhere within his 30s, being that our Superman is more younger. They want to have an older Batman. I don't know why they always want to have an older Batman. They want a seasoned Batman, in other words, but a Batman that does have a Damian in this universe. So
now have you seen Brandon Sklenar? Because maybe that's the guy you're thinking of.
Possibly.
All right, I think he looks pretty great. I've seen one of them videos where he's doing like the workout routine or whatever, and I feel like he could do it. Also like he's not super duper well known, and like, we beef him up a little bit. We throw him out there. I think people would like it. He's very charming from the videos I've seen, but he looks good. I'm more concerned that Batman looks good. Bruce Wayne's got to be attractive and charming.
I want the charm of Bruce Wayne, and I want the grit of Batman, and I want them to feel like two individuals.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It comes down to, do you have the right actor? That's what it comes down to. And sometimes it's not even just having the right actors, just because you have a great director to bring it out of them as well.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to even mention Robert Pattinson. So he's another Batman that's super lean.
Him in his own.
No, but I'm saying, as far as our Batmans that we currently have, they're all lean, with the exception of Adam West. He was a little pudgy, but that was the 60s. All right, guys, you let me know in the chat who should be the new Batman. Should Alan Richardson be Batman? I say yes. Cliff says someone else, but let me know in the comments. All right.
And I love this dude.
He's awesome, man. He's awesome.
I have loved him since he auditioned on American Idol. That's how long I have loved him.
He can sing?
Yes, he can.
Oh, now I want to hear. Again, another good Batman moment. Batman could sing.
Just like that episode, Justice League Unlimited.
Exactly. All right, let's move on to our next topic. And we're going to stick with Batman here. And from Bleeding Cool, Com, a Batman #1 blind bag gold variant cover sells for $1,300. This is the Jorge Jimenez. This is the 1 in 1,000 variant.
Yeah.
And there was the Jim Lee one has sold as well. That one sold for less. It sold for $305 in Fisher, Indiana, and another one
Only
sold,
305. Oh
but
my goodness.
I've seen as high as $800 for that book, and
The
as
gold
well
one.
as $255 in closer to your area of the woods, Fishkill.
Very
Mhm.
close to my area.
Yeah, and there's the Jim Lee one. What's your thoughts on these two books? I think the Jorge Jimenez, the 1 in 1,000, it's cool, but over $1,000 for a book.
I mean, look,
Someone paid for it.
Right, someone paid for it. Good for them. They really wanted this. Maybe it's some kind of Batman completionist. I don't know. I'm just saying, if I had $1,300, this is not at the top of my list. I will be my hunt would be on. My hunt would be on.
So speaking of previews to, spec it, slab it, sell it. If you had this book, if you opened up the bag and you saw one of these two,
sell.
No, easy, no doubt about it.
No doubt about it. Sell.
What would be your asking price?
Let Peak ask whatever. If someone's selling it for $800, I would ask for $790.
Really? So you're gonna go a little lower.
I'll get 10 under the next guy, and let's get a sale. I got bills to pay.
Peak FOMO prices. Divorce dentist purchase.
Oh no!
And yep, Animentium Blade Comics says sell immediately.
Yep.
Yeah, you know what? I think for what it's worth, I think it's a cool looking cover. $1,000, I could get me a blue chip modern key. For $1,000,
you could get a blue chip Silver Age key for $1,000.
Well, yeah,
in some cases.
You can a blue chip Silver Age key. There are some books out there at a good price. $1,000. You could probably even score a lower grade Incredible Hulk 181 for that kind of price. Lower grade, of course.
I feel like that one you're gonna go to task on that one.
Yeah, but it's out there.
Obsessed with that book.
It happens though. I've seen those prices.
Unslabbed. Actually, I think you make a good case for unslabbed.
Yeah. And that's why I didn't say what grade it. I say lower grade, an unslabbed version, of course, and any those other books. But here you have it, guys. Batman #1 blind bag gold sold for over $1,000. That's crazy, man. And it's a nice gold, but $1,000, man. Whew. Imagine what the graded price is going to be for this book.
I am imagining.
You know what I'm saying? All right.
It's going to be wonderful.
Let me know in the comments what you think. Let's go to our next article. And this is one for you. Mostly for you. It's X-Men unlocks ultimate form of one god tier hero. So this, heads up, this is a spoiler for Ultimate Wolverine #9. Did you ever get a chance to read Ultimate Wolverine #9?
I did not.
Okay.
I have it.
Oh, so you have a copy. So this just came out. There is a spoiler. So one of the X-Men's top tier mutant heroes has been gifted the ultimate upgrade, pushing the hero up to beyond Omega level status in the most unexpected way possible. The X-Men hold many Omega level superheroes like Jean Grey and Magneto, but Legion continuously proves he is the strongest hero the Team Mutant has ever offered, especially within the Ultimate Universe. So we have in this issue right here, issue #9, it would appear that Legion has now surpassed Omega level. What do you got to say about that?
I mean, it's interesting.
Mm-hmm. I think it's the perfect character for it.
It is, but I mean, how much information was in the reveal?
So it's in the story. So it's in some of the information that's here. So we click. Let's see if I could click on the pages. Can I zoom in? There we go. So there's some information here as far as it goes. We got Forge. It looks like I don't think there's much, but what they ended up doing is they put his consciousness inside a Sentinel. So it looks like here, while uploading David Haller's consciousness into a Sentinel seems straightforward, as the X-Men have taken control of Sentinel before, the plan is to in context is actually quite genius. Legion's multitude of Omega level powers in combination with the abilities of a Sentinel turn David Haller into the ultimate war machine to take down Colossus and all the Maker's force in Eurasia. So I feel like it's gonna bite him in the ass.
Well, sure, but I mean, but it also is a great way to knock out Colossus and Magic's BS out there.
So how's things going over there with that mutant level of the Ultimate Universe?
I don't know, because I haven't really, outside of Wolverine, I haven't been following it much. You know, Wolverine seems to be introducing us to all the X-Men, and Ultimate X-Men just seems to be introducing us to younger, new generation characters.
Yeah, Ultimate X-Men, I dropped it a long time ago because nothing against Peach Mamunkel's art, which I think is beautiful. It doesn't feel like an X-Men book, even in an Ultimate Universe. It just feels like a horror story that she wants to tell utilizing mutants. So I passed on that. I think Ultimate Wolverine seems to be the book that's giving us an ultimate version of the X-Men. And it's kind of a shame that we've gone to we're in multiple numbers now. We're in double digits now, and we don't really have an X-Men team per se.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I think that why even call it Ultimate X-Men if you're in issue 12 and you still haven't given us that?
Well, again,
I think you're beyond issue 12 now.
What the X-Men mean is going to be different to the Ultimate Universe, which is fine. Making these universes was to take us into unfamiliar territories. So I get it.
But should we have a team? I don't care if the team's different. It should be a team.
But I mean, they are the ones who are there are a team. I
don't know how I feel about that. I like I said before, I think give me the essence of the team rather than the name. I prefer the essence of what the team is, what they mean. There's no X-Men in Ultimate X-Men. You're absolutely right. This should have just been called the Mutants. And that's what they should have named it, in my opinion. Call it the Mutants, and I'm all good. I'm all good with that. Like the Mutant X story. But of course, the name, there's money in the term X-Men, right? That's probably why they ended up calling it X-Men. Even though itself, to me, it's not an X-Men book. It's a mutant book, which pass. This, on the other hand, got me wanting to read Ultimate Wolverine. I want to see what kind of crazy shenanigans they're going to come up with Legion. Legion just is one of my favorite characters because of that multiple personality, especially now. The TV show, I watched the first season of Legion, which was great. And he's just one of those characters, for me personally, you could do so much with. And you have done so much with, because he ushered in Age of Apocalypse. A lot of people forget that part. So, What's up, Canadian survivalists? We got good vibes coming there.
Dagger.
Yep, there we go. Ultimate Wolverine is excellent. Yeah. So there you have it, guys. David Haller is now beyond Omega level. Wow, that sounds crazy. Let's go to another fun conversational piece. And do you remember the show Greatest American Hero?
Believe it or not, I do.
And are you walking on air?
I am sometimes.
All right. So it turns out that there are plans of bringing the popular TV series back into comic books. As you mentioned before to me earlier, this did have a comic book run. I don't remember the comic book run. I would love to just pick up a couple of copies if I ever find it on the wild. But there are discussions of bringing it back. They are bringing it back in a form of a comic book. I think that'll be fun to read. It's kind of like this nostalgia piece to it that we're getting with like X-Men 97, Spider-Man. What year they're going for? Spider-Man 94 or something like that. That's what they're calling it now. Yep. And they're just bringing back some nostalgia in it. And this is one of the first times the TV series is coming into a comic book form. And why not? But we're going to get some alien adventures. We're going to get all that fun stuff to go along with this. The only thing I'm a little concerned about it's from a very indie creative team. which is not. It's not like an IDW. It's not like a Dark Horse or anything like that. This is the company that we're looking at here. I've never even heard of them. If I scroll down here, it's AMP Comics, which
Okay.
I have never heard of this company before. So, thoughts, comments? Are you ready for it?
I mean, I didn't know I was getting ready for it.
Now you do. Now
You
that you do, what do you say?
I mean, will probably miss it. Like, from the people who brought us Family Time, Love Struck, Lost Boy, Never Wars, we're going to get The Greatest American Hero. So,
Have you read any of those books?
Nope, I just heard about them today.
That's my concern. It's like, this is coming from a company that, are these books even going to make it to the shelves? Maybe a Midtown Comics will pick it up, or one of the larger brands, but like your local
I think people will grab Greatest American Hero. It's got some brand recognition. I feel like they'll give it a chance.
It'll be FOC, though, I bet.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, love that show as a kid. Yeah, it was a fun show.
Are my panties getting ruffled? No.
So there you have it. You let me know which show you want to see from the 80s return. Obviously, Greatest American Hero is one of those cult classics that if you watch it, it was so much fun. As a kid, I used to watch it and I love it. I can't tell you a single episode. I don't remember them. All I remember is his flying pattern was that he didn't really know how to fly. He never really did learn how to be a superhero. It was just like thrust into the role. And oh, wow. So L. Ron Hubbard says there was a female version. I need to look.
So if you have the whole collection on Blu-ray or DVD or whatever, the last episode is the woman who gets the suit, and they were going to do a reboot series featuring her.
Okay, so like a spin-off, in other words.
No, like his show had been off the air, and they were going to bring it back through her.
That would have been interesting.
Yeah. And she finds the costume, and she doesn't quite know what she's doing, etc.
And there you have it.
But the old man was going to team up with her. He was going to team up. He was going to be around and team up with her.
Yeah, that would have been cool. I would have loved to have seen it. All right, let's go to our next article here. This one has some controversy behind it, and that controversy has everything to do with the all-new Absolute Catwoman. And people have been talking about the fact that her color grading is controversial. So the story comes in. This is about a day old now, but Art Germ did a piece, and we see it there, featuring Absolute Catwoman, and the comment was her skin tone was too white, but she's supposed to be of a darker tone. So, it won't be the first time we've had a Catwoman that, of African American descent. Holly Berry. If you go further back, Eartha Kitt was Catwoman, which is one of my favorite Catwomans. But this one strikes me as interesting because did they even talk to him about it? And does this version exist in a variant format, and will it be recalled? So it did make it to, not to print, but it did come out in the FOCs. So my curiosity is once this thing is printed out, will it be the case?
It shouldn't even be a big deal, but they probably didn't talk to him. You know how they just kind of rush these things.
We want you to draw back your Catwoman.
And also look at the things that they approve. Right? You have covers for Unknown Comics, 616, whomever. I can't think of the names right now. And those covers have zero to do with what's going on inside the issue. Just zero. It's like Mary Jane and Black Cat are bumping hips on the cover. They're not even in the issue that we're looking at. You know, like that's just a variant cover.
Yeah. What do you think about the design?
It's okay. Like, first of all, I tapped out on Ultimate Batman. I'm sorry, Absolute Batman. I tapped out on Absolute.
It's the same thing.
Exactly. I tapped out after issue 4. I tapped out. It 4 issues of running from the same dudes on the same night. I'm like, no.
So 1063 Comics 2 says Art Journ's responding to this with the color codes for the skin. Wow. That's going deep to go as far as doing that. Then you have here, kitty. So it says here it was pulled from her preview as it was in shade. DC has apologized and it was corrected. Is it really something to complain about this? So they got the wrong skin tones. Looking at this image right now, does it really tell me anything?
No, but if you've already seen her and you know she has a darker complexion, you would be thinking, well, what are we doing here?
But that's the thing. Here's an image from the comic book, right? From
wait. Who are the 2 dudes kissing? Why are we? Don't skip that.
That's girl. That's
okay.
That's,
what? Okay,
that's
we got.
That's her. That's her.
That's
her and Bruce Wayne.
We got lesbian. That's her.
That's Bruce Wayne, man.
Oh my God!
Dude, man, you gotta let it go, man.
They need to learn. No, not let it go. Someone needs to learn how to draw.
It's him. Look at. Well, that's Nick Dragotta.
Oh God, his art's on.
I like his style, man. I'm digging it. I like his style. I like his bombastic style.
You artists are less particular than I, who wish to purchase things that I enjoy.
Yes, I tapped out, but Wonder Woman was better.
Yeah, right on.
People are always going to be complaining. But look at the image here. This is the image we have right now of them as kids, and there she is. This is her right there. Obviously, she is a slight darker tone than the rest of the group here. But I don't think it's as dark as people think it is. You know, even Caucasian people come in different shades. And I'm not saying that she should be white. I'm not saying that at all. She could be Hispanic. Right? Even who's our current Catwoman? What's her name? Zoe Kravitz? Zoe Kravitz, right? Zoe Kravitz. She's not white.
No, she's not.
Right?
You know, the Catwoman on the Harley Quinn series is not white. You know.
So it's nothing new. So the fact that this image here, people are upset that the fact, oh wow, she's too white. I don't care. It just looks cool. I like it. Now, I will say that is the most skin tight costume I've seen in a character in a very long time.
Is it?
Her belly button showing within the costume.
Okay.
The only thing that's missing is a camel toe. Should have just drawn a camel toe while you're at it. You know, it works for White Rabbit.
DC doesn't do those things.
Oh yeah,
they didn't do it. They certainly didn't do it for White Rabbit.
Yeah, look, it's a nothing burger. Even darker skinned characters have light reflections. Yeah, it really is a nothing burger. This is a she's tweaking when she's walking.
If she's having a good day, she is. A very
look
good
like the light is coming from the top hitting. Yeah, again, I agree. It is a nothing burger, but it was enough to make some kind of headlines. And all well, you know, who cares at the end of the day, right? Okay, one last article, which is going to lead us to something we are going to do here. And let me just close these windows out just for the hell of it. So recently, you've heard of the Spear in Las Vegas. Have you heard of it?
Yes, I have.
Okay, can you explain to our fine audience here a little bit about what the Spear is? It's in Las Vegas, if they don't know what it is.
So so when you're sitting there, it encompasses your entire view, right? It's a full view. You are immersed in whatever it is that you're watching. You know, it's quite grandiose.
It's in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
And, you know, as of right now, they've been doing, for the most part, they've been doing like concerts in the Sphere. Quite expensive, mind you.
And by the way, wild graphics on the outside of the Sphere, too.
Exactly.
Like, there was that day where they just made it into a giant eyeball looking at me, scaring the hell out of everybody.
Exactly. So recently, they started showcasing the Wizard of Oz, the classic Wizard of Oz movie, and they did some upgrades. They did some digital effects to kind of enhance the experience.
Yes.
Well, tickets were going for nearly $150 to see this movie that is well over 60 years old, and most people seen this movie. I've seen it.
This is a fully immersive experience. So you don't just get this, you get wind, rain, you get smells. I mean, I imagine when the tornado scenes happen, you're probably shaking your seat and the wind is whipping around and
smacked all.
Yeah,
so it's a 4DX type of experience, but
yeah, it's but even more grandiose.
It's like a 5DX experience.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
So they've been talking about other things that they could do since the Wizard of Oz was the first movie to do it. There've been some discussions, some classic movies as well to be a part of it, like Lawrence of Arabia would be really cool. Imagine that's
a gorgeous film. That is
exactly.
A gorgeous film,
so Spartacus, so a lot of classic movies, and there been discussions of doing that.
Spartacus doesn't need to be in this theater.
I'm like,
we need Dune. No.
Well, don't even say the names because we got the list. We've both Cliff and I made a list of 5 movies that we would like to see. But I want to first say what's up to my man J-Man. What's up, J-Man? How you doing, my man? So that's happening. Okay. Yeah, this would be a very cool experience indeed. I agree. I've seen it 400 times. Have you really been counting that many times, Jay? That means you have seen it in a full calendar, more than a full calendar year. Do we believe
over the course of his life? That's possible.
It's a possibility. Okay, so we decided that we're going to take this opportunity now to tell you the types of movies we want to see. I came up with 5. Cliff came in 5, and you guys let me know in the chat which movies do you want to see as well. What movie would you like to see in the Sphere? If you had a chance to go to the Sphere, what movie would you like to see? So let me go ahead and get this ready for us to see it. All right. So here we are. And I'm going to share this screen now with you. And we're going to go here. Bam. We could get rid of this one. And now we're going to showcase this one. Okay. So starting with Cliff. I put them in the order you gave me. I don't know if you did it in any specific order or anything like that. So you let me know.
In the order that my heart told me. I did it in the order that my spirit demanded that it come out of my body.
Yeah. Oh, look, even Streamland is telling J-Man to please refrain from spamming me in caps.
Listen, we need to be careful with Streamland policing people. All right?
Oh, look at this one. Braveheart. Wow, that's a good choice. I like that one. All right. So, Cliff, let's start off with yours. And let's see here. So your first pick was the Lord of the Rings, the motion picture trilogy. Now,
any of them be gorgeous. Gorgeous.
So, are you saying the extended edition or the regular?
Edition, I don't care. It'll be amazing.
Tell me why you picked Lord of the Rings.
Okay, first of all, is it not one of the most gorgeous film series you've ever seen? Am I wrong here? I feel if you're going to be immersed, those freaking ring wraiths flying around, it's gonna be flying around all over your head. That's just gonna be scary. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great.
Okay, so you picked that. I agree. It will look awesome, especially like the battle scenes from the Two Towers or Return of the King. I think that would, this is one of those movies that's definitely epic. So would you put in the new Lord of the Rings movies that they're just planning to do now into it.
No, I'm not going that far.
You're not going that far?
All right, let me have some taste. Like, I gotta tell you, the Hobbit trilogy that they forcibly made, like that had to grow on me. That had to grow on me. I eventually came to appreciate it for what it is, but that had to grow on me.
It took a while because Peter Jackson wasn't originally entitled to do it. It was supposed to be Guillermo del Toro, and for some reason or another, he didn't flake out. I think there was a contract situation that happened. I'm not sure off the top of my head.
He probably had better things to do.
Guillermo del Toro he would do it. I'm sure he would do it. It would have been awesome. I'm sure. All right, so you got that one. Your next movie that you picked was Dune.
Hell yeah. Which, by the way, features the exact same desert that they used in Lawrence of Arabia.
There you go.
Though not as beautiful here. But, and I can't believe that I don't think I wrote down Lawrence of Arabia, but I would absolutely agree for Lawrence of Arabia. But yeah, no, Doom is like massive and the first movie is all set up. The second one is much more action oriented, but I think they will be a spectacle to watch in the dome.
Oh, especially with the sound quality. Imagine they should have real sand just to get on people's eyes.
No, but when the wind is whipping around, the wind will be whipping around on us. You know?
Yeah, and then you get, this kid to be part of the movie, man. You get the nice blue eyes, baby blues.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. I agree, Dune. Both movies would be great. Again, epic scenes. The sandworm. Just imagine the sandworm coming out.
That'd be amazing.
That would look cool. All right. Your next movie that you picked, and this is going to flow right now, was, I would say, was a little bit of a deeper cut, but I'm not disagreeing with you. I think Spirited Away is a gorgeous movie. But tell me why you picked Spirited Away.
Because it's a gorgeous movie. I mean, I honestly feel, and it's got a great story. Like, it's just so amusing. I would have gone with this. I also would have gone with Princess Mononoke. They're beautiful movies with a lovely story. I love Miyazaki's work. I feel like some part of his legacy should be in that dome. I feel like this is like the most commonly like well received of his work, maybe outside of Princess Mononoke. And so that's why I chose this.
Oh, Howl's Moving Castle would look great in this movie.
Oh, it would, but I don't know. People have so much love. They have so much draw for this movie. I feel like just the scale of it would just be,
Yeah, I think any one of those movies would be fantastic. You know what I mean? Wow, this is a great pick. I didn't think of this one. Glory. That will be a movie like Dunkirk as well, like war movies would be amazing, especially with like the scenery with war movies would probably be really cool. All right, let's take a look at your next pick here. And that would be Star Wars. Now, you said Star Wars, the original.
That's right, baby.
All right, so we went with the OG New Hope.
Yes, I feel like
I want to say why, but I know why. But I'm going to do it anyway. Why?
Because I feel like it would benefit the most from the upgrade, and I just think it would just be amazing. And also, it's told differently than all the other films, right? Mm-hmm. So I just feel like we would just get these beautiful, beautiful backdrops and these smaller moments as we make our way to meeting Luke Skywalker. I feel like all of that would stand out. And then I feel as like the pacing and the action expands, I feel all of that would benefit from this. Like, just imagine them walking into that bar, like the whole environment around you. Right. You get the smells, you get the music. I feel like you
really want the smells. You really want the smells.
Well, as long as they're not horrible, I think it's a good idea.
When they're in that garbage chute in this movie,
that is not a time where I want smells. I do want,
but you got to get the immersive experience. You got to get the smell.
I want the chairs to move like we're being crushed in the theater. Like I'd say, right? Like I will give you that. We don't need to smell that nasty ass stuff.
Well, we might get a little bit of some anxiety from some of the fans. I'm sure they're gonna have to put some kind of disclaimer before you go see this movie. You know how they do that? Like this show has some laser lights and all that stuff. You might have to throw that in there because I could just see people getting anxiety over these scenes. So there
anxiety.
You go. Mm-hmm. All right. Let's take a look at what's next. And you had to go with Wicked, didn't you?
Listen, This movie was great. It was a game changer this year.
Last year.
You know, I'm sorry. I need to put in there.
But you got Wizard of Oz already, so why are you gonna put Wicked?
They are completely different beasts. Completely different beasts. Give me Wicked. Give it to me. You know?
What's the song from Wicked? Because I know nothing about Wicked.
Defying Gravity?
I don't know. It's like the Let It Go of these movies.
You
Let It Go.
You
what?
Are awful.
I'm awful?
Yeah.
I never watched Wicked. It's in my to-do list. It's I never made it to it.
Oh my God. Watch it. Okay. Defying Gravity is such a freaking amazing song, you know? And of course, they had to update it for this movie.
Cliff, you were doing so well. But now I must say the name.
Listen, this is not like my ultimate choice, but like, I mean, I was trying to do a little bit of everything, and I'm sorry. I feel like this is an acceptable choice. There are people out there who will happily be there, you know, in the audience, you know, blowing away. And nobody in all of Oz, no wizard that there is or was, is ever gonna bring.
And there it goes.
And I can't do the whole thing.
And
I wish I had
there
it.
it goes. I lost monetization. Thanks, I appreciate that.
No, that was under 8 seconds. That was under 8 seconds. And by the way,
well, SP Card fan says let's Wicked go. So he's down with that.
I'm not letting it go. I'm sorry that my fifth and final place did not make other people happy. It made me happy, and that's it.
All right, now it's my turn. All right, we're gonna do my picks for the movies I want to see in the Sphere. If I had the opportunity, if I had that kind of money, of course, because it's $150 per ticket, these are the movies I would pick. And you know what, Elron? I agree. Spaceballs would be hilarious in there.
Yep.
All right. So let's go ahead and we'll start off the list really simple. Now, this is in no way in any order. I picked Tron.
That was beautiful.
I picked
and you mean Tron,
Cliff. You got to refrain from using the cat. I love StreamYards. I love it. Please refrain from spam capping. I love this. Tron would look amazing because Tron is kind of made to be that way. So just to see it in that kind of experience, I think would look so dope. I'm looking forward to the new movie. I'm sure a lot of people are looking forward to it. I really love the Nine Inch Nails music. It's awesome. It's so great to hear Nine Inch Nails again. So I picked Tron. The next movie I picked for this list, you went with Spirited Away. I went with Akira because Neo Tokyo's got to get blown up.
Akira, we're not going shopping for succulents for fake succulents to add to your window display. This is Akira, you know.
So imagine seeing Neo Tokyo in a sphere.
Yeah. Beautiful.
And then seeing it blow up. Which I think is yes. So yeah, J-Man, you had it, man. I know. I just wanted to hold that thought. But Akira, you know, if there's an anime movie that I want to see, this is the one. And this is a movie that I actually want to go see in theaters. I had a chance, but I didn't get it. I never had a chance to actually see it in theaters. So I definitely want to see Akira. And I would love to see it in the Sphere. So that's my pick there. My next pick for the next movie that I pick, I got to see me some Dark Knight, man. I got to see Batman and the Joker and just all that stuff in this immersive experience. Now, it may be a little different in that way because I don't think Batman is the type of movie that you need it to be an immersive experience, but heck, it's one of my favorite movies. It's my favorite comic book movie. Dare I say it's one of the greatest comic book movies. And just seeing some of those scenes, especially the car chase, I would love to see that in a Sphere. So that's my other choice as well. The Dark Knight. What's your thoughts on the Dark Knight? Do you think that's a good pick?
It's a fine pick.
It's a fine pick. See, that's it. He just says it's a fine pick. All right. The next movie I picked on this list Yes, I went with all three. I can't deny it because I want to see Empire in the big screen.
You gave me. You said 5.
Well, you did
right?
say Lord of the Rings, all of them, but then you said
No,
Star
I
Wars.
didn't. I said any of them. I said any of them.
Oh, but
Right.
we went with trilogy. I don't care. We're going trilogy, right?
All
So
right.
Star Wars, of course, but Empire would be awesome to see.
The only thing from Empire that I feel would be super standout would be Cloud City. I feel like that would be environmentally, you know.
Well, even the prequels, I know like Animentia is talking about Attack of the Clones. I think Revenge of the Sith would look really cool. So pretty much anything that's Star Wars, because Star Wars is meant to look that way anyway, right? So, and then you got L. Ron Harvey on his list: Last Starfire, Enemy Mine, The Dark Crystal, Labyrinth, Spaceball, American Werewolf in London. A lot of good choices. A lot of good choices. I don't know about The Dark Crystal because I've seen it and that kind of freaks me out. Did you guys consider Avatar?
I did consider Avatar.
I did consider Avatar as well. I figured that's kind of like an obvious pick, though. I feel then again, so is Star Wars, but I may be one of the few. I don't know about you, Cliff, but I'm one of the few that I'm not too crazy about Avatar. I think it's more about going to see the movie rather than the movie. The movie's fine. It's not the greatest story in the world, but it just looks nice. Mm-hmm. Hey, our friends over at CovrPrice here. There's only one the Biodome. Good one.
Wow.
Look at this.
Okay.
Wicked over Avatar is wild clip.
Y'all do not understand. When I do these lists, I do it. I was going for diversification. Okay, because I was just thinking what would be a great experience overall. Mm-hmm. And I'm sure Avatar would be great, but if y'all know me, the more Mark loves something at Legion of Comics, the more I tend not to.
You say his name enough, he'll pop up. He'll pop up. You know that. All right. Let's take a look at our next pick.
When Legion of Comics unleashes the Legion of Avatar love, I get tight.
I had to throw in Endgame.
Yeah.
Just for the final scene, the final act. I don't care about anything else. In fact, you don't even have to show me the rest of the movie. Just show me the scene where Captain America says Avengers Assemble. Give me that all day. I'll watch that and then I'll go home. I don't need the beginning. I just want it right from that moment, right? Just have it pop up and then poof. They're all showing up to battle Thanos and his crew. And we get that nice scene. Imagine what it would feel like when Mjolnir gets into Captain America's arm. Like you see it starts shaking, but you start shaking with it, and then you feel the wind blow, and it's just Captain America grabbing Mjolnir to fight him.
I would hope so.
What, you're not down with that?
No, it's a wonderful pick, and I don't know specifically what that experience would look like. Mm-hmm. I would hope that there would be all the things that I'm saying. What did you say it was? $165 a ticket?
It's starting at $150.
Okay, so I'm letting you know. I paid a good amount of money to go see one of the Star Wars films in 4DX, mm-hmm. but I had a good time.
But did you pay $150 for it?
No, but I paid what I considered an exorbitant amount of money.
Mm-hmm. So what would be your cap? Obviously, we if we had that kind of money, we don't have rich pockets. But if we had that kind of money, would you pay that money?
I would, but and maybe for this movie, I would. Mm-hmm. I definitely, if we're gonna do a Dune double feature, I probably would. But then that movie's really gotta blow me away. Mm-hmm. Like I gotta be
like literally just blow you away. Just Cliff is just flying in the air with the whole scene.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
like right. My wedding day.
That's our list there. That was fun.
I love that I'm the controversial. I chose Wicked and I shattered everything.
When I saw your pick for Wicked, I was like, I can't believe he just did that.
I was trying to be diverse, man.
I can't believe you did Wicked. I can't. I give up.
Please go enjoy your oversized Batman.
Hey, I'm fine with an oversized Batman. I think we need that.
I'm fine
We deserve an oversized
Wicked.
Batman. I'm just saying.
All right. I'm just saying too.
So now we're gonna go into a new segment that I talked to. Let's see if I can get this right here. I talked to Cliff, and it's a segment we like to call. And let me go ahead and share this so you guys can see it. The music just disappeared apparently. So we're gonna call this segment, and here it comes. We're gonna call it, and 1, 2, 3, pop up, populate. There we go. Spec it, slab it, sell it. So the concept here is very simple. I'm going to give you 3 books to choose from. From those 3 books, you need to decide which is the book that you're going to spec. In other words, you're going to hold out for it to reach its peak value. Slab it. This is the book that you want to preserve and you want to keep forever. Sell it is that it has reached its flipping point. And you are going to flip this for the most amount of money you could possibly flip. Therefore, it is the Batman Gold Foil Edition, in other words. So I decided to pick. We have 3 to pick from, and I want to hear it from you. I'll let you do the first one, and then I will do the next one. Okay? So let's start. Police me StreamYards from myself.
It did. There we go.
Well, it's Streamlabs. It's not StreamYard. So that's what happens with Streamlabs. Anyway, let's go ahead and start this off. All right, we're going to start it off really simple. You have to choose from the following books: ASM 300, ASM 129, first appearance of Punisher. So 300 is the first full appearance of Venom. I don't want to fight on that. Or ASM 50, the first appearance of Kingpin. And we just lost Cliff. What? You just disappeared. You had enough of it? It just
I didn't do anything.
You just straight up disappeared.
Yeah, that's because you're using this Streamlabs and all of its glory.
Well, it's a lot. It's better priced than StreamYards, but okay, you have your 3 options: ASM 300, ASM 129, ASM 50. Now, you guys in the chat, let me know which one you will spec, which one you will slab, which one you will sell and flip. So,
right.
Let you think about it.
So, I'm going to spec on Amazing Spider-Man 50. Okay, first Kingpin.
Why?
Because Kingpin has by far not reached his pinnacle yet. So,
he's done a lot lately.
Yes, lately, but I'm just saying, of these 3, that book has not reached its peak, right? So we're gonna spec 50 for peakness.
Okay, so spec 50.
We're gonna slab 300 because I love it,
So
and right, and we're gonna sell the hell out of the Punisher because give me that money so I can go buy some other keys.
So the Punisher is the one that you will actually sell.
Yes.
Why?
Because
it's an awesome book, man.
It's the most value, and I want other stuff.
So you like 300, even though there's so many copies of it in the census. It is the most graded book out of all books in all of the census.
But I would want to believe. First of all, does it have more gradings than Spawn #1? Let's get that back.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
All right, then. The thing is that Punisher has the most value behind it, so I would sell that because I was like, "Oh, let me go get some other keys. Let's go shopping."
Okay, all right. So there you have it. So you would spec on 50.
Yep.
You will sell 129.
Yep.
And you will slab 300. Now I see a lot of people here. I see Animentium said he would slab 129.
Mm-hmm.
He will spec 50.
Mm-hmm.
And that came in twice. Okay. So there you have it. All right, guys, you tell me which one you do. So for me, I already own a 300, right? So I will sell my 300 because I own one already. Just, that's how I'm playing this game.
I own none of these.
I would slab my 129 because Punisher happens to be one of my favorite characters. So for me, I'm going to slab 129. And of course, I'm going to spec on 50 because it is quite possible that he may have not reached his peak potential, even though I think he might have already. My personal opinion is I think he has, because we've seen him in Daredevil in the movie, then we see him again in the TV series, and there's rumors that he might be in the Spider-Man movie. I don't think that's happening. I think they're going to keep them separate. I don't think.
God, but what about his legendary performance in Echo?
He's like me right now with my eye. So Corbin said he will keep 120. All right, so that's what he will slab. He will sell 300, and then he will spec on 50. So a lot of people are actually specking on 50.
Yeah,
I see that. Mm-hmm.
I mean, dollar for dollar, 50 is the most affordable one here on this row, which is insane to me.
It's such an iconic cover. We're talking about iconic covers. We say a lot about 300, but
cover. It's an iconic issue. It's an iconic villain making their debut. I mean,
iconic story that's been utilized as well. So there's so much potential with that book that seems to be just sitting there, just waiting for someone to care for it. I guess I don't know. All right, let's take a look at our next one. So now it's my turn. All right, I'm gonna pick from Batman Year 3, the first appearance of Tim Drake, The Killing Joke, first printing we'll use, and Dark Knight Returns. So for me, I'm going to spec on Batman 436. I feel like, of course, out of all these books, this is the one that probably has the least love to it, but it's worth specking because we haven't really seen a live action Tim Drake, and I think the time is going to come. I also have a personal attachment with that cover. When I was a kid, I picked that up. I thought it was such an iconic George Perez cover. I think it's gorgeous. It's beautiful. It says so much, something that a lot of artists today don't do. But there's a lot going on there. So I'll do that. Now, between The Killing Joke and Dark Knight Returns, this is a toss-up for me. This is really hard because I like both of them. I enjoy both of them. However, if I need to slab one, and I do happen to have Batman The Killing Joke slabbed already, and it's signed by Brian Bolland, I'm going to slab Dark Knight Returns. Just to have it printed, and then I'm going to sell The Killing Joke. So, just like Corbin, I think Corbin and I
I agree. That is those are the exact choices I would make, which is a shame because The Killing Joke ain't worth that much.
No, to be honest, neither is Dark Knight Returns in that sense.
I know, but I actually have feelings for Year 3 and Dark Knight Returns. I have no intimate feelings for The Killing Joke.
So I never finished the Titan series, but did we get Tim Drake?
Yes, we did. Yes,
we did. And that's how much people remembered it.
I remembered it. You're the one who didn't.
I fell off. I
know you fell off. And apparently because it wasn't being tooted out of everybody's freaking patootie, all over the news, it didn't work for you.
It was part of Disney Universe, their app, which I think was just, I think that was Warner Brothers testing the waters with this kind of stuff.
Right. And it moved right over to HBO Max.
Yeah, it moved to HBO Max, but by that time it was already damaged because the only one that really survived from it was Doom Patrol. And even that didn't last long.
They both went on for quite... All of them had...
No, they didn't. They did not go long.
What are you talking about?
How many seasons did Titans have?
Titans, which
4 seasons? They transferred it 2.
They transferred at 1.
No, they didn't. They transferred it 2.
DC Universe barely.
It only lasted for about like a year. It only made a year.
Yeah, exactly. We got the 4th season of Young Justice over at Max. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but Young Justice is completely different. That was a Cartoon Network cartoon. That had nothing to do with
Originally, but then season 3 was a big hoopla about its being ushered in with the DC universe online, and then of course the Swamp Thing fiasco. I'm just saying
that was a shame.
You are misremembering just because you didn't care for Titans. Those of us who did,
I didn't say I didn't care for Titans. I
but you fell right off.
But I fell off.
Yeah,
I got tired with it. I got tired. My Starfire wasn't my Starfire.
Oh my gosh, she was
great.
Wonderful.
She was great, but she didn't feel like Starfire. She didn't give me Starfire.
You didn't hang in there to see some Starfire action.
I want to see Starfire's hair grow, and all that fun stuff.
Well, I never did that. I will say,
man.
But I'm telling you, blasting, flying, we got some good stuff with her.
She was way too serious for me. Starfire is not a serious character like that to me. She can be, but yeah. All right, let's take a look at our last set of books here. And I'll let you do this one. This one's a little interesting. So you get to pick from a newsstand edition of Spawn #1 or Invincible #1 or The Walking Dead. So we went with Image books. So think about it, and then you tell me what you would pick.
I am slabbing Invincible #1. I want it. I gotta have it all day. I am specking on Spawn #1 because it is the newsy and it's been a while. And I'm gonna sell The Walking Dead because unfortunately, one of them has to go.
I think you are. Let's see here. You see, my mind says spec on Invincible. And the reason why I say my mind says spec on Invincible is I think there's still the possibility that it has not reached its peak. You know what I'm saying? The TV series is putting it through the stratosphere. But I also believe in the power of a live action. I would sell The Walking Dead because I think Walking Dead is behind us. The book itself is fine. So I'm going to spec on Invincible. I'm going to sell The Walking Dead because I think it's behind us. I don't see a live action movie. I think the TV and they're milking the crap out of this series, by the way, because they're still producing some shows out of it. So it's been milked to death. So I don't see live action movie for that. And we got other great zombie style movies that are out there. So I can't see The Walking Dead. If it happens, it's going to be like 20 years from now. Spawn, on the other hand, I'm going to keep because everyone deserves to have a Spawn #1. So I'm slabbing the Spawn newsie. Not because of price, because I think out of all these three, the Invincible book is the most expensive of the bunch. But again, I do believe the Invincible book has not reached its peak. And that's my feelings toward that. All right. Yeah.
And that's great.
Yeah, the only one without a live action. So we have here, sell The Walking Dead, drop Spawn in a $1 box. Wow, that's rough, bro.
It's not entirely wrong.
But it's the newsie. For some reason, the newsie has some top dollar. Not to the same extent as the other two, but it does, and the Spawn following is big. Those Spawn fans are rabid. So, all right, you guys let me know in the comments here which ones would you slab. How I put it. I put it as spec it, slab it, sell it. So I try to keep it with the S words. So I'll give you another S word, but not in this show. All right, there you have it. There. Let's take this out here. What's up, Black Spiders? How you doing, my man?
Black Spiders.
All right. So there you have it. Let's get rid of this deck here. And so far, what do you think? How you guys like the new format so far? No one said. I guess we would have to wait, right? Wait to see.
Oh
Okay.
my God, I figured out.
What?
Stick it, slab it, sell it, or scrap it.
Oh, so we're gonna add a fourth. Now you gotta make me. I gotta make more space for that.
Listen, I'm
okay.
just saying we need one for when we look at something. Go, oh, that's just
Trash it, right? Just trash. Okay.
Right.
So next week, Cliff, you're gonna bring the 3 sets. Okay. So 3 sets. You decide whichever way you want to do it, and then we'll play the game from there. And obviously, you guys in the chat will get to play along as well. So, with that said, it's now time to talk about the things we love talking about, and that is we're going to take this moment to talk a little bit about spec. So, let's get on with the spec part of the show. There we go. It is now time to talk about the top trending comic books for week number 2, September 2025. The way this list is built up, what I do is I take the top list from CBSI, their Hot 10 that comes out on Fridays, Key Collected, which is usually through the Comic Tom video that he shows off, and CovrPrice, which they drop their top 10 on Mondays. So I take it all, I put it together, and create a consolidated list. I build it up off of last sales, their fair market value, and the total amount of sales. And then I add a little added flavor where what I like to call the hype train, right? It has a hype level. So these are the books that I consider to be the top 10 books based off of this formula that I've done. And right now we have 4 books on this list. 2 are returning, and we have 2 new additions to this list. But let's take a quick discussion on what we see right now. So, Cliff, from what you see right now, really briefly, what are your thoughts?
There's some very strange and interesting choices here.
Mm-hmm. It's a very diverse list. I will admit to that much.
I know, but I know, but this is like, it's distasteful. All right. One going right to left. One is a 1 in 25. One is just about the name. People want it because it says Man of Tomorrow, not for any real reason. The other is FOMO. Oh my gosh, could I pull a gold foil cover out of one of these? Oh, I don't know. Right. and then the last one, we got the Invisible Man, which apparently was wrongly printed because the pages weren't blank.
They weren't invisible.
Yeah, like not all, like nothing here. Like, I love Superman. I know what Man of Tomorrow is. Man of Tomorrow was introduced as a 5th week book, so it came out 4 times a year. I love that for me, but other than this, like this for the world of trending, it feels like nonsense all over again.
And we'll get to talk about and revisit each one of these books. So let's go first with discussing our honorable mentions. Our honorable mentions are the books that we decide these are the books that didn't quite make the list. So we're gonna go ahead and do that now. So as the clicker is not clicking, there we go. Let's start off with that first book here. And our first honorable mention is Uncanny X-Men 145. This one barely cracked the list, but it did have a good amount of sales in the last 30 days. This is one of those cover buys because we have Doom in the cover.
Again, it's the truth. And I happen to really like the issue and the cover. I love how he's like, Aurora, you're the most beautiful woman in the world, and I have to have you. I love that. I'm all over it.
I love how his arm is like right below her boob. So like I need to be respectful, even though she's passed out. I'm just saying.
Listen, I'm with you.
Mm-hmm. Toast to Latheria. Poor Colossus, man. He put look at his face is on the floor. And what's Wolverine doing? Like, he's like in this
Wolverine didn't stand. Wolverine's like, oh no! Wolverine went up the stairs and got blasted right in the face. Like, oh. Yeah.
All right. So that's an honorable mention. Our next honorable mention is Batman #1, the gold foil Jim Lee cover. This one is, as I mentioned before, it's going at a high now of $700. It didn't quite crack the list because, of course, it didn't make as many sales. That's what it reality is. But when you're talking about a book that's 1 in 500, can you expect it to have so many sales? It's just the price of the sales that are a big deal with this book. Funny enough, this is the other gold book didn't make the list, and that's the 1 in 1,000. But again, same reason, 1,000. So my curiosity is, once we get the final toll of how many books actually sell, because they're going to share that information because they want to, will that change how people look at these two books?
Again, only for those people, and again, I don't know, are those people who are completionists or people who just feel like, look at me? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know who that. I don't really know. I understand there's value in the rarity, but I don't know who this is for. I don't know.
But the point I want to bring across is there is valuable in the rarity. But if it turns out that we sold, I don't know, 300,000 copies,
right,
which is quite possible,
right, and so
will they still be as rare now?
I mean, knowing that there's 300 1 in 1,000s.
Well, if it's 300,000 copies, let's just say 300,000 copies, yes, right? We're talking about 3,000 copies.
Okay, so even still,
that's not as rare anymore. Because I'm thinking that's probably the number they're going to go for. Because Absolute Batman, what was 400,000 copies Absolute Batman sold?
But this is the 1 in 100 or the 1 in 1,000?
This one that we're seeing right now is the 1 in 500.
All right, the 1 in 500.
Right? So this one could potentially have, if let's just say, again,
power. Yeah. Because technically, if 300 of these sold, there's only 600 of these out in the world.
Yeah. So, the price ticket is the price ticket for this book. And then finally, our next book here is another X-Men key. This is X-Men 211, a beautiful John Romita Jr. cover. With Wolverine, you got the 25th anniversary border. You have the first appearance of the Marauders. Another book that had some high sales. However, like the Uncanny X-Men book, I think this is just a popular cover, popular story. Great cover, and it sells a lot. It's very affordable. It's like a $10 book, so it made it to the list.
And the inks by Bob Wyacek really really helps.
You just can't give John Romita Jr. some kind of love. Just give him a little bit of love, man.
I will give the artwork none ever. Bob Wyacek probably was up all night correcting.
I doubt that. I met my Wyacek, and I doubt that's the case here.
Did you ask him? Did you ask him about how he enjoyed, working for Junior over here?
No, I never bothered to have that question. I was too busy talking
let me tell you
about Wolverine in 340, okay?
I have asked those questions. I'm like, you ain't JR, right? Uh-oh. And then we get into it. And then we get into the reality.
All right, let's go into our top 10. And let's start it off really simple in our top 10. We are going to look at the first book. Why is this thing acting up today? Why is my PowerPoint not working the way I want it to work? There we go. Number 10 in our list.
Number 10.
There we go. Let's do a little faster. A little faster.
Do I actually hear a hard drive spinning?
No, the hard drive's over there. Marvel Team Up, number 14. The blind bag foil reprint variant. The one that came in the Battle Beast. I think this is getting a little bit of love because of blind bags. This book came out from Marvel and Image Comics, mostly Image in this particular instance. Last recorded sale of this book is $25 near mint. Most common fair market value is $23 near mint and $61 in the 9.8. I find that astounding that it's only $61. As far as trending list goes, it's number 8 in Key Collector. This does have a 30-day sales of 43 sales. It gives the hype level is low. I don't think this is a major FOMO book right now. I think it probably had something to do with the Batman blind bags.
No, it did not.
So you tell me. No, I'm saying today, as of now.
No, as of now, it's at a low because I feel like, yeah, you're right. The attention is over here on Batman, right?
Yeah.
So but the hype for this was a bit high when everyone was anticipating Spider-Man showing up in the animated series.
And that's a while back. We're
that's
talking
a while
today.
back. So yeah, no, I feel like all of that has ended.
Mm-hmm.
And here we are. I feel like $61 for a 9.8. Somebody got a really good deal. I don't think that's like going to be the common value.
So that's the most common. So when I say most common fair market value, that's the average. So the average is when I put these numbers, that's the average. So it might be that there's not as many sales as of yet. I think $61 is ridiculously low for a book like this.
Yeah. All the ones I see on sale. Oh, wait, I did find one for $69.
Yeah.
I found one for $69.
Mm-hmm.
But most of them are at $100 or more.
Mm-hmm.
But I happily found, oh no, I found one at $69. I may have to pick this up because I like it.
Well, I got one coming from CGC. I don't know what the grade is just yet, but I am getting one. At number 9, we're going to go into our next book here, and that is Ultimate Fantastic Four 22. This is the first appearance of the Marvel Zombies. This book came out back in 2005 for Marvel Comics. Last recorded sale of this book is $105 at a 9.6. The most common fair market value of this book is $15 at a very fine, $156 at a 9.8. As far as the trending list goes, this is number 4 for Key Collector, number 5 for CBSI. It did not quite crack the CovrPrice list. It did make it to its top 20, however, but it didn't crack the top 10. Obviously, this has everything to do with Marvel Zombies.
Yep.
You know, what is your overall excitement level for Marvel Zombies? Because there's 25 sales within the 30-day period, which I think is amazingly low, and the hype level is at a medium.
I think the hype level will remain at a medium. I feel like collectors' hype for Marvel Zombies has mostly come and gone.
Mm-hmm. I think so. If the show is good, then we'll start seeing a little uptick. However,
yeah, but it won't stay.
I agree. And I like Eyes of Wakanda kind of like came and went.
Yeah. Oh,
People forgot it. People forgot it was even out. So that one didn't even scratch the surface on the top 10, really. This one has some hype because it is rated MA. So they're promising guts. They're promising things are happening. From that trailer alone, it's crazy. So, you know, I think Marvel Zombies number 1 is probably the better book, though, than this one. What's your thoughts on that?
Probably.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but also, I mean, it really is the first appearance of Marvel Zombies. So, like, you know.
Yeah. All right. Moving on to number 8 in our list. We got Spawn number 9. This one kind of shocked me when it popped up. First appearance of Angela. First appearance of Medieval Spawn as well. This book came out in 1993 for Image Comics. It's a cheap book, guys. $22 and 9.2 was the last recorded sale. Most common fair market value of this book is $11 near mint, $67 at a 9.8. Trending list. This made it to number 5 in CovrPrice. This has a 30-day sales of 64 sales, and the hype level is at a low. This book is at this list because Angela has finally made it to Marvel Rivals. And that's why there's some little bit of buzz. I don't think it's a lot of buzz. I personally love Angela. I'm sad that she's in the Marvel universe, to be completely honest, because I kind of want this version of Angela, not the one that Neil Gaiman sold out of spite to Marvel. But thoughts, comments.
I kind of agree with you. I really like Angela. I don't feel like they've done anything with her full potential since she's gone to Marvel. You
But
know,
will they give her that much love? They made her Thor's sister, didn't they?
they did make her Thor's sister. You know, I mean, she has like one or two decent arcs, and then that's it.
Yeah.
You know,
But
go be gay with your girlfriend, and then off to the corner with you.
yeah, but she's such attached to the Spawn character even now, I think, that I don't think Marvel ever wants to really put that much attention on her anyway. They'll give her some kind of attention, but because this is really a Spawn property in that way, they're like, we bought her just because we wanted to. He offered it to us, so we bought it.
Yeah, there was a sweet deal that was made there, you know, and he wrote 2 volumes of Miracle Man as well, and I would love to see the last volume, but unfortunately, that's
somebody
happen.
So this one's in this list today. I'm almost certain it won't be in the list next week.
I don't think we're gonna see much going on here, but I do think it's a great book.
It's a great book. It's a great cover, and I love Angela.
I love the Angela miniseries, and I tell Greg Capullo all the time because that was his art.
Yes, I have that book too. I love it. I have all these books. In fact, they're such a high print run for all of those. So you're not going to see this book go up that much in value. $67, another book that's a steal for that price. You know what I mean? Especially that with a white cover, it might be hard to get it at 9.8. Like to send it out as a 9.8, you're probably better off just buying it at 9.8. At that price, it's worth it. Let's go in our next number, and that is number 7. We are going to look at the book Sonic the Hedgehog 81. This is the 1 in 15 Natalina 4 Drain variant featuring the first cover appearance of a new character known as Lunar. This book came out just recently for IDW Publishing. $45 near mint is the last recorded sales value. Most common is $42. There's no recorded slabs at the moment. This is a brand new book. Just recently came out. It is number 8 in CBSI, number 6 in CovrPrice. 30-day sale is 22 sales. And it's a hype level of a medium. But like all things Sonic, like Spawn, has a huge fan base. So I could see this book climbing up the charts. I don't think it's going to be that expensive of a book, but I do think it might sit in this $50 to $75 range because Sonic there's a fan base and they don't sell. Like once a Sonic book has been sold, you don't see it in the market again. So Sonic fans keep their books. They don't sell them.
You make a good point there. But yeah, I mean, you know, you made too good of a point. I got nothing to add.
It's like Izzy makes sense finally.
Yeah, exactly. I can't argue on this one. You nailed all of it on the head.
But the Hedgehog, in fact, what's your take on the Sonic property as far as in the comic book realm goes?
I have never given it much thought, and apparently to my what do you call it? To my dismay, I mean, there's so many Sonic books I could have made a fortune on had I only known that this day was going to come.
Yeah, the Sonic. If you have a Sonic collection, you got a good collection.
Yep.
Just because there is a fan base that loves these books. I'm not one of them. I'm not part of that group, and I take it you're not part of it either. But they're out there, man. People love Sonic, and that's why this book constantly sells. It's why DC did the crossover event with Sonic and things like that. It's because there is a fan base for it. All right. Coming in at number 6 in our list is Universal Monsters, The Invisible Man, number 1. This is the Secret Thank You misprint variant.
I can't get a break.
2025 for Image Comics. $40 near mint was the last recorded sale. Most common fair market value is $55 near mint. There are no slabs at the moment. trending list. This is number 4 for CBSI, number 7 for CovrPrice. 30-day sales, we have 38 sales total for this book. Hype level is at a medium. This is a holdover from last week. As we mentioned earlier when we started this piece, the misprint is that it's an actual comic book as opposed to blank pages, which I think is one of the funniest things I've ever heard. But I like the cover because when you put it in the light, you see the image. So I think there's some cool part to it. The $40 price tag, the $55 price tag, sure, whatever.
It's a one per store, so that does hold a sense of rarity.
Mm-hmm. I would agree with that. It's not much of a rarity, though, right? Because that means every store got one.
Right, but we have so few stores. So why are we talking about 2,000 copies?
Maybe.
Again, like, I don't like, it's so about like thought. 2,000's not supposed to be a lot, right? But I think in a market where we're oversaturated with people producing a variant cover every month.
Yeah. It's also dependent on distributors. So let's just say a shop does multiple distributors. They would actually get more than one copy.
Right. But is this book available through more than one distributor?
That I'm not aware of. It is an Image title, so I can't answer that. I don't know if Lunar is the only sole seller of Image titles. So that's something, since I'm not a dealer, I wouldn't know that. I do know someone to talk to when it comes to that. So it's a possibility, but I do know there are companies that will get more than one. What's going on, Phil? How you doing, my man? So according to Google, there's roughly 10,800 stores.
In North America?
Well,
no.
This is Google we're talking about. And is that worldwide?
Let's find out.
Asking the Goog.
I am. There are 2,800 comic book stores in North America.
Wow, even more. So that's almost triple.
No, it's not. I said 2,800.
Oh, 2,800. I heard 28,000.
No. Oh my God. If we had 28,000, we will be in comic book. No.
Well, there was a time that was called the 90s.
I don't think we ever got that.
I don't think we did either. But we also had newsstands back then. So like the Barnes and Nobles, the local newsstands, the 7-Elevens. I miss those days. I wish those days would return in some way. All right, moving on to our next book here. We're going to go into number 5 in our list. And here's our 5. Immortal Legend Batman number 1. This is the 1 in 25 Matt Taylor variant. Came out last week for DC Comics. And it's $52 near mint, last recorded sales value. Most common fair market value is $58 near mint. There have been sales already for 9.8s at $158 on the average. However, this book is number 7 in CBSI, number 9 in CovrPrice. 30-day sales, 71 copies of this book have sold already online. Hype level is a medium. This is one that kind of came in as a surprise to me. It is an Elseworld story, but I didn't really hear much buzz about it.
There's no buzz. I don't think anyone is super psyched by it. It's just a cover buy, and that's it. I don't even think. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know about cover buys.
It's a cover. I agree. It's a cover buy. It has a manga flair to it, so that has something to do with it. So,
how long do cover buys hold?
Oh yeah, I doubt this is going to hold its value for long term. It will only hold its value if the series becomes an iconic series, which.
Yeah.
In this day and age,
unless things start blowing up at issue 2, I don't think so.
Unless they decide that this is testing on waters on some kind of animated project, which is quite possible. I could see Warner Brothers turning this into some kind of cartoon. They have done things, like Batman Ninja. Why not do Immortal Legend Batman? I could totally see that.
Possibly. That would be
Right?
interesting.
And if that's the case, you might be looking at a spec book.
Right.
So,
or we won't be talking about this again.
yeah.
Like, which of course, based on people's reactions to issue number 1.
Mhm. Yeah, exactly. So who's to say? This is a potential, but don't keep your hopes up. That's it. It's kind of like making a Bat-verse in the same way as the Spider-Verse is. So at number 4,
Come on, number 4.
give me number 4. It's the blind bag.
God.
So Batman number 1, the blind bag foil variant made the list. $13 near minutes, the last recorded sale of this book. Most common fair market value is $14, so it's gone up $4. Trending list.
Well, yeah. People
Number
keep
2 in
hoping.
yeah, people keep
They're
buying
hoping.
them. Number 2 in cover price, 126 sales, recorded sales. Mind you, these are recorded sales. This is not the actuality. So when we look at these lists, this is based on eBay sales or whatever databases that services have. So I gathered this information from CovrPrice. Hype level is at a high. Everybody bought this book. I don't know if anybody didn't buy this book. I bought 2 copies.
Yeah.
How many copies did you pick up?
5.
You picked up 5. I know Chris, the comic vet, picked up 5 as well. He ended up getting some duplicates. Did you get some duplicates?
I haven't opened all of
You
them.
haven't opened them, so you could be holding a gold.
Yes, or somebody who wins my membership prize this month could be getting it.
Oh, there you go. There you have it there. All right. So Batman number 1, the blind bag. What? Black Spiders did not buy that book? I'm shocked. Wow, Black Spider. I'm gonna talk to you later, man. I'm gonna be like, why you didn't buy this book, man? Did you read the story?
I haven't read it yet.
I'm hearing stuff about it. Not much, but I'm hearing stuff. I think people are more concerned about the book itself rather than what's written inside the book.
Right, and which we're going to have to give that a moment. I will tell you this. Whatever's written here has most likely got to be better than what's happening on the pages of Hush 2.
Well, Hush is going to come back. It took a hiatus, did it?
Right, well, no. It's got 2 more issues than the hiatus.
Then the hiatus? Oh, gosh.
Yeah, like, okay.
All right, moving on. Let's get into our listen to number 3 here. It's an anticlimactic story. Thank you for sharing that with us. All right, let's take a look at what we got next. At number 3, we're about to go into the top 3. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 11, the Juan Ferreira variant cover. This one just came out from IDW. IDW got 2 books on this list. Would you believe that? Last recorded sales, $25 near mint. Most common fair market value is $26 near mint. $100 at 9.8 is already selling for that kind of price. Number 10 in key collecting, number 3 in CBSI, number 4 in cover price. 30-day sales, we got 55 sales. Hype level is high. April O'Neil is the new Casey Jones.
But if you read it, you know she's not. Like,
well, this cover is telling you something else, and people are going crazy over it.
He's in the hospital, and she grabbed his stuff to go and get some revenge.
So, how are you liking the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles book right now?
Well, Jason Aaron occasionally knows how to deliver, and this would be one of those times.
Mm-hmm. It's a fantastic cover. I got to give it, and this is off the shelf. This is not like 1 in 25 or and there is a 1 in 25 with her in the cover, but this is the one that people have been grabbing because this just looks awesome. This is a dope cover. It's just dope. I love it. I think it's a great cover. Do I think it's worth $25?
No. I don't know how the hype level is great. I mean, I don't know. Let's see where the story takes us.
$10. $10. I think you'll sit on 10.
Maybe, and I think that 9.8 might come down to like 80.
Possibly. Mm-hmm.
But I could be very wrong.
We could both be wrong. It is a Turtles book, so of course people love their turtles.
They have an excellent fan base. Excellent.
Yep. Similar to Sonic, same thing. People love the Turtles. There's some nostalgia in it. People are enjoying this series. Jason Aaron's actually delivering from this series, from what I'm hearing. All right. It is now time for our top 2. And I'm sure you're familiar with these books because of all the hype that's going on right now, all the discussion that's happening, everything that's been shown.
This top 10 has just been such an exercise for me. Like, let's see.
But this one I like. And this one I like it better than our number 1. So there's your little spoiler. Action Comics 544. This is the first appearance of Luthor's new uniform. His powers. But it's also the first appearance of our new Brainiac as well. People forget about that part too. This book came out in 1983 for DC Comics. Last recorded sale is $10 at a fine. Most common is $11. $156 and 9.8. Trending list, number 2 for Key Collector, number 1 for CBSI, number 3 for CovrPrice. 30-day sales, 55 sales that have been recorded. The hype level, of course, is at a high. It has everything to do with what James Gunn dropped.
Yep.
Showcasing the next Superman movie will be called Man of Tomorrow. From what I understand, it's not going to be called Superman Man of Tomorrow. It's just going to be called Man of Tomorrow.
And we'll see. Because he pulled that with us before.
He did change his mind before. Wasn't Superman supposed to be called Superman Legacy or something like that?
Yeah, exactly.
And then he got rid of the legacy. It makes sense to get rid of the word legacy. It didn't make sense anyway. In this instance, he's going to pull off Man of Tomorrow, kind of like playing off of Man of Steel or Dark Knight. And it's a Superman book. But I think it's a play on the term, like who exactly is the Man of Tomorrow. And, people are already theorizing that the story, and it's a theory. Everybody's doing their own fan theories. The fan theory is that Superman and Lex are going to have to team up against a greater villain. Who's that villain is, of course, no one knows, and it's a theory. Obviously, a lot of people are assuming it may be Brainiac, but there's also an assumption that it could be a returning Bizarro, Ultraman. Spoiler: Ultraman could be Bizarro. Actually, that's definitely plausible. There's also Parasite, which I think Parasite would be great. I would love to see a Parasite in a live action format. Those are the books I think people should be really hunting for. First appearance of Parasite, first appearance of Bizarro. They're a little harder to get, but I think those, if you're going to spec on anything, spec on those books. First appearance of Brainiac, of course, but again, these are some costly books. This one, however,
if the most, like, if he needs to team up with Lex, it might be for Ultraman, because Lex is the creator, so he may come back angry at Superman and Lex.
Yeah.
Brainiac was a super high level intelligence that would warrant needing somebody of Lex's intelligence. But outside of that, those are like the two main things that I would see a team up of them.
Azad. I hope they don't go. I hope they don't go that route.
Not that fast. I do want to see Zod in this somewhere.
So there's another fan theory that Bradley Cooper's character isn't Jor-El, but it's actually Zod.
Yeah, I kind of feel that way too. Just the fact that in an interview, James Gunn said, "Hey, Superman hasn't asked Supergirl yet about his parents." Mm-hmm. So just knowing that they haven't had a conversation and she hasn't called BS on the message, just knowing that that's out there is interesting. I feel like at the end of Supergirl's movie, we could get a little taste where she's had a lot of experiences. She feels differently about her place in the world, and it's like, oh, Kal-El, have I ever told you about home? One of those things. We'll see.
Yeah. Well, she's too drunk, to tell him anything. Calling him all names.
But
and stuff like that.
She wasn't too drunk to show up when Peacemaker saved the world. Now we know that. Now we know she was there.
They retconned that, didn't they?
That's the retcon. She's one of the people who's there.
All right. So this one is a cool book. It's very, very affordable. I actually have a copy. I picked up a copy about a couple of months ago because I was speculating on the fact that the suit was going to make it to the movie, because there was a toy line, and in the toy line they show the costume, they show Lex in the suit, and we didn't get it. So it was teased in the toy line, but it never came into fruition in the movie.
His army of dudes, the suit looks a lot like this.
Very similar. So
and the fact that one of those dudes was played by Smallville's Lex Luthor is one.
Yeah, that was awesome. That was definitely awesome. So, and that was a cool little, because they're really good friends, him and Michael Rosenbaum.
Yeah.
All right. There's no surprise what's the number one book this week, because we kind of teased it already. And that is Superman, the Man of Tomorrow. This book came out in 1995 for DC Comics. Last recorded sale was $2 near mint. Most common fair market value, $6 near mint. $128 for 9.8. That seems way too pricey for that. Number one in Key Collector, number two in CBSI, number one in CovrPrice. 70 sales within a 30-day period. Hype level is at a high.
For no reason.
It's a Dan Jurgens cover, which I always love a good Dan Jurgens.
I
Superman.
love Dan Jurgens too. You want a good Dan Jurgens book to invest in? Go find yourself Superman number 75, The Death of Superman.
What? You can't invest in that book. There's literally millions of copies of the book. That's not worth investing. That's a book to have, but not invest.
No, but I'm saying like a book that will have long-term meaning is that book.
I like this book just for what it is. It's a cool cover. It's a number one. It meets the price. I'll pay $2 for that book.
Right, but I'm looking at the 128 for a 9.8. I'm just like, oh.
128 for a 9.8, that's ridiculously high for this book.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. This book is not all that. The hype level's high, but people don't know that they're it's like you're buying. This is like a nothing. There's no. What is happening other than this is a number one for Man Tomorrow? Nothing else is going on here.
Yeah, it is a title only. It is a cover by, if I'm to say the least, because it's a great cover. You got Mullet Superman, which I always love Mullet Superman.
Yes.
It's beautiful. This is poster level artwork. Dan Jurgens, Brett Breedings, and you got some returning writers and artists and stuff like that. Yeah. I'll buy it for $2. I'll buy it for $6. I wouldn't go further than $10 though. And I would definitely not buy it at a 9.8 at $128. That's a fact. Yeah. But it's a good book to have, just to say you have it. Don't go crazy. This is one of those books you don't need to spec on, because there's nothing to spec on.
Right, there's nothing there. It's a number one.
It is what we like to call it, a nothing burger. And there you have it, guys. Your closing thoughts. Which books do you have? Share your thoughts in the comments. Let me know which books you have, and stay tuned for next week's ranking. Hopefully, we'll have some good books in that list, but we already know how trending works. So what else is going to be out that people are going to go gravitate towards? We don't know. That's what specking's all about. That's the fun part of the show. And with that said, Cliff, we did it.
We did do it.
Under 2 hours as well.
In under 2 hours.
Yeah, I guess because we started talking a lot of stuff here, but
there were things to be discussed.
There were things to be discussed. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know Anna Mentia liked it. Thank you so much. Again, go back. I'm going to try to most likely clip some of these, so you'll see them throughout the week in case you want to see them and stuff like that. But Cliff, it was our first premiere show. We're definitely going to be working out some more things, and then we're going to have some more stuff coming in the horizon and stuff like that. Thank you so much for your love. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe to the channel and all that good stuff. Cliff, if there's anything else you want to share before we end today's stream?
I got
a lot of stuff going on.
Tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern, over the Council Comics, we do our community live stream at 8 p.m. But Saturday, I believe I am scheduled for some comics and coffee with the immortal Biggie Shack.
Ooh,
so I'm very much looking forward to that. Yeah, it should be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, he is a he's a nominee for Hall of Fame, am I right?
He's a nominee for multiple things.
But Hall of Fame, he got the big honor though. He's been given an honored one, so that's a big one.
I mean, listen. We all know he's been here. He's been doing the work. He's been doing that work.
And you know, we're both nominated. I'm nominated once. Cliff, you've been nominated a couple of times, right? For multiple spots.
I am nominated alone once for most engaging host.
Yeah.
In the 1, 2, 3.
Now it's gonna be most engaging co-host.
I mean, you'll be eligible for that. And I know who's tuning in to this show for me. But I will say, yeah, like it's a great year. I really like the spread this year. I really like what the nominations look like. I'm glad the dice landed where they did. And so yeah, get out there, vote. Let's have a good time.
Yeah, man. You know? And this show is nominated. That's
right. That's right.
Show.
It is.
So this show's nominated. So I gotta give love to Shane, of course, because he was a big part of it. I miss him. I really do miss him. I gotta talk to him some more. We're gonna chat some more soon. But you guys, thank you for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. We're gonna end this stream now. And as always, in every stream, we want to say thank you. So let's go ahead and say thank you.
I think this is it. I think you're about to go home. Okay. All right. Thank you.
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 Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I never said thank you.
And you'll never have to.
Thank you. Thank you. I guess I'll see you.